I'm back. Let's talk about how people will feel so turbulent when you start to shift your frequency, elevate your vibration, totally vibrate on a different level. So you're more attractive, more magnetic, more charming, and you're not that easily impressed. Because when you're easily impressed, that means that you're not in your magnetic aura, but you're impressed by others who are magnetic in front of you. So you choose whether you want to be impressed by people that are magnetic or you want to be the one who is magnetic themselves. So let's talk about this. And I have my notes in here because this is important. You guys know it's very easy for me to get distracted whenever I make videos. Today, I wanted to concentrate only on this subject. So probably it's going to be a good quality video. So grab a hot beverage, have a croissant, maybe a cake, maybe a brownie. I had a brownie today and I do not regret. If you're wondering why am I shining so much today? Well, I was invited to an event today. I also saw the royals, which was very interesting. Anyhow, let's get straight into this. The title of the video is that they will feel turbulent when you raise your frequency, and here's how. Self-care elevates not only your energy, but it also determines your frequency. And when you vibrate on a different frequency level, you attract completely different things. For example, if you're vibrating very low, you're going to find it very normal to keep attracting a lot of negativity into your life, negative experiences into your life. It's like the pendulum of life. The negative pendulum hits you and you give it enough energy where it keeps coming back to you, with same energy multiplied every single time. That's how the pendulums work, right? If you know physics, you know what I'm talking about. But let's say you've raised your frequency. Now, all of a sudden, your life experiences look different, more positive. You look different. You're more vibrant. You're shining from within, right? The people that you attract, so different. Money you attract, so different. The quality of life you are now living is so different. Why? Because you gave your life force energy towards the top 10 frequency. That's where you spend your energy on. When you give your energy more to the top 10 frequency, to your vibrations, to your inner work, it only makes sense that everything around you changes. You attract everything around you that's bigger and better. And that's it. And then there's no looking back. When you raise your level of self-belief, your confidence, your self-esteem, your self-worth, you remove toxicity, you remove negative experiences, or maybe you just don't indulge with anything that's super low vibrational. You maintain your mental peace. And that's how you raise your frequency, right? And that is a very basic kind of frequency information that I'm giving you today. Obviously, if you want the step-by-step guide on the inner work so you can really vibrate and shine differently and become that magnetic person, then I have a whole intensive course on my website at ladyisha.com where you can learn how to tap into your top 10 frequency. It's for the top 10 individuals who know that they want better, who know that they want the best, who know that they are somewhere, but they want to get somewhere. Right? So in order to get to that level, you do this work because it amplifies and multiplies everything that you want. Your desires are set in place, and then you will know how to manifest everything just by focusing on yourself. And the steps are super, super easy. Literally anybody can do that. If I can transform my life around with just my own frequency work, you can do anything with that. Money, whether it's relationships, whether it's your happiness, whether it is your quality of life, whether it is your state of mind, whether it is you feeling super happy, abundant, and fulfilled and live with purpose. And every day you wake up knowing what you're here for, what you're meant for. When you live that life, it's so worth the time, worth the effort, worth the work that you put in. It's an absolute transformative journey that I wish that everybody does that because it's such a blessing. And when you feel aligned and when you feel ready for that, get into the course. Hell of a ride. Low frequency behavior from other people, you don't indulge, you don't acknowledge that, you don't accept that. And above all, you don't expect that for yourself because something amazing happens when you stop expecting BS. You just don't expect it anymore. You expect everybody to be appropriate and come with their A game. When you start expecting that, that's exactly what starts to happen in your life. People start behaving differently. Things start changing. Everything shifts. Why? Only because you just shifted. That's why. Like when it comes to your frequency, you should be on that level where anything that's vibing low, anything that's like, you'll be like, nah, that's not for me. Like, duh, I don't feel aligned with this. Absolutely not. This should be your basic everyday standard attitude. And yes, sometimes maybe you'll start feeling like, am I becoming like a snob? Do you know what? Don't worry, because trust me, being a little bit of a snob works in your favor. Like it or not, but you can always use your snobbery as a filter to filter out things that are Kareem boys, that are Uber girls, that are Uber girl behaviors, that are really low vibe experiences, low frequency experiences. You can filter them out by being just a tad bit more snobbish. Let's get into these notes for real. And you raise your frequency. Energetically, whoever is connected with you, whether it's people from the past or even the present connections that you have, they will feel the change, and they may not feel that consciously. But as soon as you make a shift in your own identity, in your own mindset, in your own frequency, right? Like you vibrate on a different level, on a different wavelength, let's say today is that day, guess what starts to happen? A lot of people will start feeling turbulent, whether it's the ones who never wanted the best for you, whether it's one of your exes, whether it's one of your long lost friends that just kind of never got in touch with you or whatever. All of a sudden they show up in your life. All of a sudden a message just pops up. All of a sudden a mutual friend brings them up. All of a sudden out of nowhere you see a call from them. Why does this happen? It happens because energetically there's like this thread, for example, that connects people. This happens with everybody, by the way. Whoever you come across in life, every single human being, whoever you interact with or have any sort of mental, emotional, physical association with, you have an energetic thread that's connected with them. Okay, so every time you make a shift, now the thread breaks. You're disrupting the thread. The next person consciously doesn't understand what's going on, but on a subconscious level, on an energetic level, on a frequency level, they know something just happened. And that is why out of nowhere, they start showing up in your life again, just to see, are we still connected? Is the thread still there? Because something just felt like somebody pulled the rug under my feet. Like, what just happened? I feel turbulent. So let me just check in with this person. Let me check in with that person, blah, 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 blah. So every single time you change your frequency, people feel turbulent. Every single time. It happens with all the people. Even people that never wanted the best for you. All of a sudden, when you start wanting the best for yourself, you become your best friend. Those people are like, wait a minute. I hope she or he is still where I left them at. Let me just check in again. Are you gonna bite, mommy? Make a little appearance in my video today, Lunu. Hello, baby. Oh, how pretty little Lunu. She loves being here. And the fun thing is, it's all made of glass. So I have like one glass up here, one glass under there. She's a big girl now. Those are fake plants. You're not supposed to eat those, my baby. Why is your tongue out again? Are you hungry again? Why are you always hungry? Why are you always so hungry, you little thing? I had to leave her alone for 2 hours only, and oh my god, I came home to the saddest little face ever. And that makes me so sad. I'm always so heartbroken when I leave you alone for a bit, Luni. I let you go. I let you go. Look at that. You're the star of my videos, Luna. Luna has her own Instagram and YouTube, and she's my little popular girl. Cat Queen Luna. I think that's what we named her. I call her Pretty Little Luna. I should have named it Pretty Little Luna, but it actually is Cat Queen Luna. I probably would change it at some point. Okay, one kissy, then I'll let you go. Okay, let's continue. She's enjoying her stay on this desk. Anyway, so you will all of a sudden get phone calls from like long lost brothers and sisters and aunties because they felt a shift just happened. Energetically, something happened with them. They felt turbulent. You just changed. Congratulations to you. That was the best thing that you ever done for yourself. Because let me tell you something. I know that people say the best revenge is success, but I think my thing is, what do you need to take revenge for? Hello, we're all here to live our best life, to live truly in our purpose, to live with alignment, to live listening to our intuition and live with the best purpose that there is for us. That is what we're supposed to do. You're not supposed to live life because, oh, we want to take revenge from people that we've ever known once when we were a teenager or something. That's not what life is about. It's not going to be fun if you focus your energy on that, right? However, that being said, if you are somebody, let's say, who has a lot of fire element in their persona overall, right? Let's say you're a Leo or a, I don't know, Scorpio or whatever, Sagittarius actually. If you have that fire element and you're very competitive by nature, like by default, then maybe you can use that fire, of course, as like a burning, I don't know, intense desire and fire to like shred off people and show them you're something. And if that drives you and motivates you, well, go ahead with that, you know. But I think generally with other people, it may not even work. So stop with that struggle already, because it puts too much focus on the wrong element. You want to focus your life force energy towards your own good karma, because spiritually speaking, it's going to serve you in the long run, right? Because it's not just this life that you have to live. It's not just the 3D that you have to live. You have to think a little beyond that also. And what will serve you is when you gather enough good karma, you forgive people, and at the same time, you keep progressing anyway. Energetic elevation, frequency elevation is the best kind of success that you can have in life. Other people will feel bad anyway. Other people will feel turbulent anyway. They will feel bad they bullied you anyway. They will feel bad that they maybe doubted you anyway. They will feel bad that they were an asshole towards you anyway. They will feel like a loser because now you're the winner anyway, right? So why would we focus our energy on the revenge part? Why not focus our energy on living in purpose, changing our frequency, stepping into the top 10 identity era? Why should we not focus on that? Because with that, the revenge comes naturally anyway. But we're not going to be focused on that. Does that make sense to you? Anyhow, that's just a little advice, I guess, which I think it's very important to understand this also, because a lot of people just, they post on social media all about best revenge is this, and like, why even use words like revenge anyway? Like, really, is that how you're going to live your life? Honestly, useless. Nah. We don't do that over here. Top 10 identity, we don't even talk about low vibe stuff like that. We just don't care. What we want to care about is what's good. What are the best people? What best can I do today? What is my purpose? What am I good at? Let's keep elevating. Let's keep doing the inner work. Let's keep doing the frequency work. Let's focus on what brings us more fulfillment, purpose, joy, harmony. What's more aligned? What is your intuition telling you today, right? That is what we focus on. When you focus on that, your energy just elevates anyway. Your frequency is in a better optimum state anyway. And with that, you can manifest bigger and bigger and bigger things anyway. Physical and the outer is secondary. If you do that first, you're still going to feel like a misfit wherever you go. And you will still be comparing yourself with other people. You're still going to be vibing low. You'll be easily impressed by other people because others are more inspiring and magnetic. But you haven't stepped into your inspiring self yet. You haven't stepped into your magnetic self yet, which is why it's so easy to impress you, because everybody else seems more magnetic. Everybody else seems more inspiring. But why are you not being that person? When you do too much of the outer work, like too much focused on your looks, too much focused on, just elevating the exterior and still not doing the inner work, doesn't make you feel right, because no matter where you go, you still feel like you're such a misfit. You haven't stepped into your true identity, your authentic self yet. Have you ever met those people where they're charming, inspiring, magnetic? Even if they're wearing like the cheapest sandals ever, they're just like really cool, chill, vibing, cool kind of people. They're so satisfied, relaxed, so rich in their own skin. They just don't care. And they're so magnetic, inspiring, and so like everybody's impressed by them. And they're just so fun to be around. Take their wealth away from them, they still are charming. They still have their personality. They are amazing. She actually does sleep on the desk sometimes, on like the lower shelf over here. And then she's so confused, what do we have up here? Because I put things on here and then she keeps looking, what is up there? She never understands that. I guess now she will understand, because now she's sitting on that top shelf. She's just the most funniest Lulu. She loves kisses. God, she doesn't like cuddles as much, but she loves kisses. In fact, I have trained her to bend her head down in front of me so I can give her a kiss. Every time I say, kissy, and then she's like, and sometimes when she doesn't want a kiss, she'll be like, ow. When your frequency's up high, you're high on life, literally. You don't need drinks for that. You don't need like any kind of drugs for that. When you're high on life, You meditate every day, you do yoga, you eat clean, you're just living in purpose and you're living an aligned life and you keep manifesting magical things. You're so high on life that you don't need anything else, right? And that is also where your spirituality kind of starts to kick in, because when your system is so cleansed of these 3D silly low vibing things, that's when you really, really get in touch with your soul. Because now you're so clean that you start to hear your inner voice. You start to hear God's voice, right? When you start to listen to that, more and more amazing things keep happening. And then you're so disconnected with the 3D low vibing problems. It's like, I don't feel aligned with that. I can't even hear all of this noise. It's too much noise, you know? And when spirituality starts to kick in, then not only this life, in fact, like the next life is also going to be a bit more harmonious for you, a bit more, let's say, good for you, but only if you really gather a lot of like good karma, right? So you have to keep doing some amazing things, not just for yourself, but, you know, put others at ease also. And you have to always start, you know, as they say, charity starts from home. You always have to start with your own people. You don't have to look outside too much. It always starts from the inside, or from inside the house within your own people. That's where it starts. In relationships, if you're fighting or you have some beef with one another, you will literally notice that when you take a break, you shift your energy. You just disassociate yourself from whatever problem is going on or whatever low frequency crap is going on, right? Instead of blame games, assumptions, like that low frequency, problematic bullshit, honestly, trust issues, dishonesty, lies, manipulation, you disassociate yourself with that. You raise your vibrations, you raise your frequency, you raise your energy, and you're like, can't be bothered. That's it. That was like yesterday's story. I don't want to be bothered about that today. Trust me, your partner is going to change also. They're going to match your energy. This is the beauty of doing your inner work. When you're so focused on shifting your own energy, the whole world around you can't help but also match your energy. Yes, it comes with a little bit of accountability and responsibility, because now you really have to look within. Because honestly, it is so easy to say, it's your fault, you are this, and you that, and blah, 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 blah. You can go on like this forever. But anyway, it's fairly easy to, you know, blame the other person. But when you take a step back and you're like, you know what? Forget it. I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to indulge myself in this BS all the time because this never ends. I want to just be a happy person. I'm going to shift my frequency. Not going to indulge in this negative behavior or somebody's lies and me keep on telling them that you're lying. I know that. You're lying. Blah, blah, blah. Do you know what? The thing is, people know when they're lying. Yeah? Yes, some people can be a little narcissistic where they believe their own lies. I hope that you're not dealing with a person like that. But even if you are, people know when they are BSing. People know when they're manipulating. People know when they're lying. You keep on telling it to them because you feel so disrespected. Oh my God, it's such a disrespect to your intelligence, you think, that they think that them lying to you, you don't understand that they're lying to you? Is that what they think? That's such a disrespect to my intelligence and like my identity. Like, hello, don't take it personal. Move away, shift away slightly, take a break, work on your energy, have a good day. You, honey, have a good day. Whether you're a man or a woman that I'm talking to right now, have a good day. And watch the next person feel turbulent because they're like, wait a minute, how comes this person isn't indulging in my BS that I know that I'm giving it to them today? What just happened? How comes they're not bothered? Instead, they're having a good day out there with friends or at yoga or at work or whatever they're doing. How comes? What's happening? Something happened. Let me check in, right? So every single time you focus on your own self, people feel turbulent. People will check in. People will be like, hello, well, yesterday I left you miserable. Are you still miserable? Because I'm feeling some change over here. Right? This energetic thread just got disrupted. And now they want to make sure that the thread is still intact. Okay? So if you watch me, hello, keep disrupting those threads, honey. Please, you do that. You'll be doing yourself a favor when you do that, honestly. And not only is that good for your own sake and well-being, you're going to live a more happier life, but also your relationships eventually will be in a much better place. Right? Because you won't be focused on like the low vibing BS anymore. And that is how also you make the next person realize that I know what's going on. I know when I'm wrong, but I also know very well when you are wrong. So, you know what? I'm gonna pass this one for now. Yeah, but I know what's going on. I know. I'm very easy and like confident in my skin, very relaxed. I know that you're bullshitting me, but I'm not focused on that. Yeah, and that's the message I'm gonna energetically convey. I don't have to like literally verbally say that. Energetically, that's the message that I'm conveying. And for the longer run, it works in your favor because you make the next person realize that you know when there is BS going on. Does that make sense? So every time you have a fight or problems, honestly, stop elongating them for days and days and days and hours and weeks and weeks and weeks. Stop. Oh, you stop. You can literally get anything out of anyone with so much more ease when you just take a break, take a step back, shift your energy, come back stronger. With more positivity, by the way. With a good attitude, by the way. With good communication. You can get everything. You can literally get the world. It doesn't have to be bickering all the time. We don't do that over here. Do we? Right, Lulu? So, fights, passive aggressive, feminine behavior from men, or very masculine behavior from women, do not indulge. Step back, take a break, shift your energy, raise your vibrations, do the frequency work, enter your top 10 identity era. People will change towards you. Things will change. You will manifest bigger and bigger and better things because now the pendulum of life that's coming towards you, it's positive. When you give that more energy, it comes back with more energy, with more positivity, more stronger, right? Because you keep giving that energy. You keep giving your focus to that. So the pendulum keeps coming and going, back and forth, back and forth. It's all positive. Really good things start to come all of a sudden to you. And you're like, what just happened? Well, manually, you didn't do anything. It's just energetically, you have been doing something amazing for yourself. And that is why you shine differently. You glow differently. You look better. You do things better. You attract everything that's better also. Energetic elevation, also in terms of beauty and style, by the way, gives you that glow from within, which no amount of glamour can give. Inner charm comes from energetic shift. See people that are charming and just honestly funny and stunning. They're just themselves. Take away their glam, take away their wealth, take away their house. They still have the same personality. They're still likable, they're charming, they're impressive, and they're inspiring, and above all, they're magnetic. And when they are magnetic, they can bring all the riches back into their life because they know something that an average person doesn't. They have the frequency work. Maybe they have that going on for themselves by default. Maybe some people are really, really born lucky. I know some. We wish we all were born the same way, but we were not, right? So it's either going to be there by default if you're lucky. If not, you're going to maybe stumble upon this video or other videos of similar kind, and you'll start doing the frequency work. And when you have it like going for you, when you just like crack it, it's like, damn it. What was I doing before this? I don't even know. It seems like I've been doing this since forever. Even then when you lose something, we can all bring it back to us anyway. Like nobody can play with your wealth, with your aura, with your reputation, blah, blah, blah. No, because you are in control of that. Like you define yourself. Others just never can. They just don't have the power. They can only define themselves. But since they fail to define themselves, they keep on trying to define others. If they were smart enough, they would focus their energy on themselves and do something with their life which would be more productive, and they will gather more positive karma, and they will do something which has a purpose, and they will have better relationships. But they're not focused on that. They're focused on other people. They're focused on you, whatever. Trust me, don't take it personal because that BS is gonna just go that far. How far it can go. Does that make sense? But you doing your inner work or your frequency work, well, that's going to go very, very far. Hello. Because that is something you take with you in your education, in your personal life, in your professional life, in your relationships, in your marriage, in your adulthood, in your parenthood. You take that in your friendships. You take that with you forever. And when consciously you've done your frequency work, it is so powerful that even when you're not in this 3D world anymore, we already know that consciousness never dies. So this is something that you will take with you for like eternity. It's eternal. It's that kind of stuff, right? Maybe enroll into my top 10 frequency course, for example. Just know that these things work on such like an identity, like a DNA, like a mental, like it changes your whole nervous system. It becomes a part of your consciousness, so much so that even when you're gone, that consciousness is still alive. That's still there. You still take the essence of that with you, and you still leave the impact of that behind. Like, this is how eternal this is. It's literally not a joke, which is why I keep saying I only ever like to work with clients that are consciously a bit more open, that are spiritually a bit more, at least a little bit more inclined, right? Because when they're so closed off, yeah, then you cannot put anything in them. But when they're slightly little open, you can bring magic in their life. You can really activate them, which that is exactly what my work does. It's going to activate the hell out of you. It's also going to trigger you, and that's how it's supposed to be. If watching me triggers you in any way, form, or kind, good for you. Congratulations, because you are ready to do something about it. And through whom you will be able to do? Through the one who really triggers the hell out of you, which right now probably is me. On the other hand, if somebody has worked too much on the exterior, the beauty, the weight loss, the clothing, by the way, I've lost a lot of weight recently. I don't know if you can tell, but I am so happy because I only ever get to do some me things when she's asleep. And that means I'm more concentrated with what I do with my timings that I have available to myself. Like, I've become such a poor person when it comes to my timings, literally this much time for myself. And then I try to make the most out of that. And that is why it's added so much system for me. It's added so much discipline for me. I get so much done now, honestly, than ever before, which is quite insane, because you would think that if I'm busy with her all the time, how can I do all the things more efficiently? But no, I'm actually able to do everything else so much more efficiently now, because I know this is the only time I have. Isha, hurry up. Loving it. Like, the speed, the discipline. She's such a blessing. She's not just a cat. She's just, I really don't know. Bring the hottest people in front of you. The most stylish, hottest, the fit body, amazing clothes, top 10 wardrobe. Bring that person who has only done the exterior work. Take that glam away. Take their money away. They are nothing without it. Why? Because they didn't work on their charm. They didn't work on refining their aura. They didn't step into their true, authentic, abundant identity, true self yet. They didn't manage to do that. Because they didn't manage to do that, take away the exterior, they're nothing without it. It's just like when somebody all of a sudden earns a lot of money all at once, right? And they just want to now look like all decked up with like Gucci, Versace, top to toe, right? Because that's the only way they feel like they can belong to a certain society. They feel like they belong to the money group, right? They feel like now they have done something. Take it away from them. Their walk isn't even going to look confident anymore. They have never done their inner work. That's why. I remember I had a boss, not really a boss, I would say it was my client. I used to do like a lot of social media marketing and management for other businesses and other brands and for other people that were kind of like celebrities and stuff. I know 2 people that I worked for where I was managing their stuff, and they were, of course, they were new money, which nothing against that. That's great. They were all new money, and they really just wanted to look a certain way. And it was always, yeah, we have to spend this because we're going there. Otherwise, what will people think? They became those kind of people that were always so conscious about what others do, what others think. And who were these other people? The waiters at a restaurant or the shop assistants at the Versace store? Are you kidding me? You're worried about people that have basic jobs? Doesn't make sense to me. Take their Gucci's and Versace's away. They had absolutely no personality. Their walk wasn't as confident. You know, you can tell a walk when it's weak and when it's like leader walk. Hello, here I am, look at me. You know, you can differentiate between different kinds of walks and body language. Take that away from them. They have never done their inner work. They will look like losers. Maybe it would have been me ages ago also, by the way. Okay, let me talk about myself. Now, take away the glam, take away everything. I'm still me. Doesn't matter. What are you going to do? Does that make sense? So when you do the frequency work, honeys, you're set for life. Not just this life, think beyond also. So stay charming and welcome to my community. Subscribe for the love of Looney. If you didn't like me, that's okay, but I love triggering people because that's the only way we can make a progress in your life, because I'm here for you, right? Like, I help people as a coach. That's exactly what I do. So thank you for being here. And I think now she's sleepy, and kind of so am I. I'm going to end this video. It was a long video. Yes, we had a guest appearance today, but it's okay. She didn't distract us really. She's just doing her own business. She's about to sleep. I feel bad now. Guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys on my next video. I am your self-development, femininity, and mindset coach, Lady Isha. My website is ladyisha.com, where you can book me as your coach. So I work with clients who are from all around the world, and you can always enroll into my courses. The list of courses that I have available for your transformation are listed down below in the description. Check them out, and I'll see you on the other side. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram also. Bye!